Yeah, September 12th, 2014. You might want to look at this chart here. This happens to be a chart on the pressure that we're getting from the sun on part of the explosion. Now, if you look down below here, we've got a number scale. Usually between the 10 and 15 on your far right in the middle is about your average. Now, once that sun exploded this giant CME out, we're getting hit today with it, and the little ring in the middle, it's got the little items that are going around in a circle. Those are satellites. And when that band hits those satellites, that means that this force field that protects the planet Earth is being pressed on so greatly that it's coming into the orbital path of our satellites, and it also is putting tremendous pressure on it. Now, the circle in the middle that's half black and white, the white is the sun, the parts that's facing the sun, the others on the dark side. But tremendous amount of pressure, and we're getting hit today on that. I mean, I think people need to look for earthquakes picking up. This puts pressure on our tectonic plates and all kinds of things. Also puts pressure just on your senses. And you know, you're walking around on this planet and you don't think there's anything out there. Sometimes you might wonder why you're getting a massive headache. This could be one of them. But anyway, this is going on right now. I'll click on another side here. Hang on just a second. Okay, now this, the circle in the middle, the white circle in the middle, that's the sun, and then the far right yellow ball or circle is Earth. Now that CME, when it went off, it shot this huge explosion. And if you look here, I'll try to stop it when it's right about in front of it. Okay, it's right over it. Anyway, that's the 12th or the 13th, so it's hitting us today and also the 13th. We've had 2 or 3 of these hit, and it just is a major blow. And so it's either going to affect us in earthquakes, or it will affect us in satellite radio communications, things like that. It also creates it creates a lot of heat, and it causes the volcanoes that are already on the border of erupting. I believe we have over 70 volcanoes right now erupting. So Iceland and all the ones down in the Indonesia area, South America, Mexico, Hawaii, all these are being affected by this. And it's part of the last days, I truly believe. It also affects droughts and your storms, weather conditions, and we're getting lined up to have more of these. And if the earth keeps getting pounded and pounded and pounded, it's really going to start to affect things. Let me pull out here to pull to another chart. Find it here. Okay, this happens to be Soho, and anyway, this shows this explosion that we're having today. Now, if you noticed on there, that's one heck of an explosion. I'm not quite sure if that's fully Earth directed or not. I've got to check on my charts. But if you notice the timestamp on it, look at the hours. It's 21 hours, 0.30. I'll reverse it. And so if you look here, the next frame, it jumps up from 15 hours to 21 hours. That goes to show you how much they cut out of these. Sometimes they don't let people see. And Soho and NASA, they're constantly taking out frames, so you can't really see what's going on. It's just another thing that the New World Order controls that they don't want you to see. But anyway, that's one big explosion. Anyway, that's just a little bit of an update, but that's just on the sun. And like I say, the earthquakes, volcanoes, weather changes, all of that is part of the end times. These have been increasing every day since 2011. It'll continue to get worse, and it definitely will affect our weather, and it can cause us to go into droughts that last for years or monsoon rains that last for years. That's why the planet's going to be super wet or super dry, and people are going to want to know why we've got droughts over here, but just a little ways over, maybe a few hundred miles, we've got massive monsoon rains. It affects also, it energizes the atmosphere and with the electrons and protons, and that's why our lightning and thunderstorms are a lot worse now, because all of this is in the hits our atmosphere and it energizes our atmosphere, along with the Fukushima plant releasing all kinds of radiation on top of it, and those two meeting. That's why you see a lot of lightning now that doesn't have thunder with it, and it's just constantly flashing and hitting the ground with no thunder. The atmosphere is constantly being slammed and over-energized with the particles of the sun and Fukushima. So anyway, you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.